Game 3 in Week 5 of the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League Dungeonbowl. It is the 7th place Agile Solutions at 5th place Purplish Passion. A key game here tonight for both of these teams. And before we get into their lineups, let's just take a look at the standing. So as we can see, Purplish Passion is sitting at 4 points, and Agile Solutions is close behind with 3 points. Everyone is still in this competition. The key number, however, is going to be 12. The Orkland Raiders sitting at 11 points. Walmart Death Machine at 10. The Rattus and the Vloops not far behind at 7 points apiece. To make the top 4 cut for the Dungeon Bowl, the top 4 teams are placed by their total points in the round robin. If there is a tie for points in the round robin, then between those two teams, whichever one beat the other one wins the tie. And if there's still a tie, then it's a random draw to determine who makes it in. If we take a look at Shambling Shitstorm, they've got 2 points right now. They can win their next 3 games and score 11 points. The Raiders already have 11 points. The cutoff for Shambling Shitstorm is going to be 12 points. When the top 4 make 12 points, the Shitstorm is knocked out. The matchups for Week 6 and Week 7 are looking pretty good for Agile Solutions right now. The only real problematic one they're going to have is in Week 6, the Rattus are going to face off against the Raiders. Agile Solutions really doesn't want either of those teams to get any more points. Particularly depending on how the Rattus do this week. So Agile Solutions is really hoping for some draws here, as are the Shitstorm. Doesn't look like the new coach's pool is going to have any effect in this competition, with both the Raiders and the Rattus in the top 4, and they've been there all competition long. So the wild card match is, it looks like it's going to be a bye. I should. There's the bracket and my desktop. If we look at the Dungeon Bowl bracket real quick here, we can see as it stands right now, the Orkland Raiders have the first seed. WDM and the Rattus will both face each other at 2nd and 3rd seed respectively, and the Vloops are in 4th. Now, right now, the Rattus and the Vloops are tied on points. But the Rattus defeated the Vloops, therefore they broke the tie, and they get the 3rd place seed. So, what does this mean for Agile Solutions tonight? Well, obviously they want to win. How are they going to do that against the Raiders? They are Agile Solutions is an Agile team. I'm sorry, they're a bashy team with a couple of really fast Agile players going up, against elves. Elves are fast. Elves are very agile. What can Agile Solutions do to stop it? We're not going to look at their lineups. This is a replay match, by the way, so we're not visually going to look at their lineups, so we don't spoil anything for ourselves. But we will talk about them a bit. So Agile Solutions has those 2 key Bull Centaurs. The Bull Centaurs, they have an MA of 6. They've got Sprint and Sure Feet, which means they get a total of 3 GFIs, and one of them gets a free reroll. That makes them very fast. They're very strong. They're very resilient. He's going to run them around the pitch. He can use them on defense to cover as safeties, to cover against any potential passing threats. Purplish Passion, being an elven team, they're actually dark elves. They don't tend to pass. They tend to want to run, but they can pass. They have the AG to pass. If they've got TRRs on the table, they can pass. They don't have pass skills, but no problem. No problem taking a short pass, maybe even a long pass if you've got a TRR available. So Agile Solutions need to be mindful of that. Camaricel has traditionally not been afraid of the pass. In fact, he's not been afraid of long bombs. So Hoggles and Agile Solutions needs to be a little wary of that. Otherwise, they're just going to try to screen out this Elven team as long as possible. I don't think they're going to stop the score. I believe Purplish Passions only had one game so far this competition where they went scoreless, and that was against the Vloopadoops, who, you know, are a human team. They're not really a bashy team. They're not anything. They're just sort of a jack of all trades. But I don't think Agile Solutions, you know, has the options that the Vloops had against a team like this. On offense, this Chaos Dwarven team, Agile Solutions, I think is looking pretty good. Both teams are going to come in with an 11-man bench. Agile Solutions has those 6 dwarf blockers, all with block and tackle. Tackle will negate those dodge skills on those elves. 3 hobgoblins. They are very cheap. They're very good for getting assists. They're very good for fouling. We haven't seen Hoggles use them too much on fouling. I really think he needs to leverage them in tonight's game to try to get the player advantage here. He's the bashy team. He wants to take players off the pitch, and fouling's a great way to do that. He's going to come in with the TV disadvantage as well, so he could take a bribe coming in this match and really try to lay on the fouls. And then, of course, we talked about those 2 Bull Centaurs. Those are the wild cards of his team. We talked about what they could do on defense. On offense, they are fantastic ball carriers. They can move around the pitch freely, and they're so strong that it usually takes 3 players just to get something other than an uphill block on them. So if you cage up your Bull Centaur, he's safe. The only problem is the rest of his team can't really keep up with the Bull Centaur. So we may see 1 Bull Centaur as a ball carrier. That's what he's done so far this competition. He on kickoff, he likes to receive with his Hobgoblin. That's his highest AG of 3 on his team, and then hand off to the Bull Centaurs, and then play a traditional KG match. On defense, he's been fantastic. I think all competition. He doesn't get greedy. He just plays good solid D. He resets his formation when it gets out of whack, and I see no reason why he won't try to continue that tonight. But he's up against the Purplish Passion. Purplish Passion, Camarosel's teams come in 3rd place in both competitions prior to the Dungeonbowl and Chaos Cup and the Spike Magazine Trophy. It's a Dark Elf team. He's got 3 Blitzers, all with block and dodge. One of them has jump. He has a 4th Blitzer that's level 1, so it just has the block. He's got 2 runners, one with dodge, one with Nerves of Steel. Nerves of Steel gives him basically negates any negative modifiers on on pass, catch, or intercept. It's a pretty good skill. He hasn't used it too much. I think he's used it once since he's gotten it, but it's a decent skill. And both those runners also have dump off, so if they're about to take a hit, they can do a quick pass for free. He's got another lineman, one of his linemen has leader. Leader's going to give him an extra reroll so long as that leader stays on the pitch. He has been the target of a lot of blocks. He hasn't been taken off the pitch yet. And then he has a final leader with block. So on offense, he's going to spread thin. He wants to spread out this Dwarven team as well. The Dwarven team is going to be at its least effective when it's spread out. This Elvish team spreading out is cool. They're going to spread out their team. They're going to try to open up holes. And they can run past this Dwarvish team almost no problem. The key is going for Hoggles and Agile Solutions. It's going to be those 2 Bull Centaurs. They're very fast. They're very strong. They can tie up a player, and they can block down players really well. On offense, if he wants to use one as a ball carrier, he might just employ the other one as a dedicated blitzer. And on defense, he's got options. If he wants to use them in the secondary, he can. If he wants to use them to put pressure on the cage, he can. If he wants to use them just to screen, he can do that too. But all that said, I don't think Purplish Passion is going to have too much trouble on offense. What they're really focusing on is keeping their players on the pitch. They want to keep 11 players on the pitch for as long as possible. On defense, they just they just want to play their defensive game. They want to screen out this Chaos Dwarven team. When a hole opens, they want to fill it back in. Camarcel has traditionally been pretty aggressive on defense, and it's been a little hit or miss for him. We'll see if he gets aggressive here tonight. I don't think he has to against this team. I think if he can just reset his screen when holes are opened up, he should be good to go. And so ultimately, I think this game comes down to how Hoggles ends up using those Bull Centaurs. If he can use them effectively, I think he wins this game. If he wants to go in with those Hobgoblins and foul, maybe take a bribe, I think he wins this game. But we'll see. Again, this is a replay game, so it'll be about an hour long. And we'll get started in just a second here with Game 3 in Week 5 of the Dungeonbowl. Praise Nuffle, great god of dice. I think both teams are going to be saying that here tonight going into this game. Both teams really looking for a win here. They got to get these wins in these final few weeks if they want to stay alive in the competition. We'll see what Hoggles decided to take on with his inducement money. I didn't catch what their TVs were. I think he'll be able to get a wizard and something else. I think a wizard and a bribe would be a great combination. Wizard Fireball is really good against a Dwarven team like this, and wizards are good against any team, period. But if Hoggles is going to take one, he'll most likely use the Lightning Bolt. We're not going to see too many Elven Cages here. We'll see who wins the coin toss. If Purplish Passion wins the coin toss, I imagine they're going to want to defend first. And let's see. Camarcel and Purplish Passion have the Fame advantage. Fame +2 on that kickoff table. Agile Solutions took a wizard. Looks like they took a couple of extra... Looks like they took a lot of extra team training. They're up to 5 TRRs. So we'll see if that works out for him. That might limit the fouling potential of those Hobgoblins. I might still just do it anyway, but we'll see. So Purplish Passion is going to be on offense here in the first half. SP Beaver says ban wizards. No, sir. You know what? Wizards are already banned. If you can point them out to us when they're in the stands, we'll get rid of them. But if you don't know where they are, they're just paying spectators. Neither team with a 12th man. Six-man line for the Chaos Dwarves, and Agile Solutions ends up winning this kickoff event despite being at a fame disadvantage. They're going to get a free blitz. They're going to take it with that Bull Centaur. The Bull Centaur with a strength of 4. 1 die block on the number 4 blitzer is a good block. And he gets a stun out of it. Very nice. Excellent kick by by Agile Solutions. And now, Purplish Passion on turn 1. Looks like they're setting up maybe a faux cage? I'm not sure. Pulling to the left. Wow, he's got this number 6, was that a runner? Yeah, with an AG of 5. That's insane. It's going to take a 1-die blitz. He has to spend the TRR. Works out because he has the block skill. First roll of the game. Super risky. Works out. He gets a man downfield. He now has a hole on the left side of the pitch. Good dodge. He'll dodge all day with that AG of 4. And now he's going to try to pick this ball up. Good pickup. And that'll be turn 1 for for Purplish Passion. Agile Solutions now pulling one of the backfield hobgoblins to the left to try to cover this blitzer. This isn't so bad. So these hobgoblins are not like goblins. They have a strength of 3. So this is a 1 die block. He'll be eating, coming back. You know, Camarcel might want to do it. He's got block. I don't think he needs to risk it. But right now this is negative for Hoggles. I might have moved this hobgoblin maybe 1 space back, and you know, just covered the wide zone here and force him to move back towards center pitch. But we'll see what his game plan is here. He's going to do another blitz. He's going to pull the Bull Centaur back. Interesting choice. Tied up the number 1 blitzer here with the hobgoblin. Hobgoblin didn't really, I mean, he did add to the block, but it was a 2 die block either way. And now he's successfully blocked down the line, and he's going to pull left. He's covering the left wide zone a whole lot. He has to be careful here of leaving the right wide zone open and not enough players to get there. Yeah, Purplish Passion now moving off to the right. 2 die block on the right hand side is a good clean hit against the number 5 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Now he has a hole down the right side of the pitch. Oh, it looks like Purplish Passion was down a man, so they got a journeyman here. Trouble with this this Dark Elf team is all of their players are they're great players, but they're all super expensive. So once you go down a player, it can be a death spiral of just not being able to get back up to 11. Takes another 1 die block on the left-hand side of the pitch. Wow, and again, works out. Good dodge by the number 1 blitz. And now, Purplish Passion is pulled right. How will Agile Solutions decide to respond? They cover the hole on the right side of the pitch in the wide zone here, but they've marked this blitzer, but it's a positive dodge for him, and he does have the dodge skill. So not really doing much against number 3 here. Number 11 Bull Centaur pulls back to center pitch, and number 12, yeah, he's going to block down number 3. Only gets a push. He'll follow up. Yes, indeed. And that is it for Agile Solutions. Interesting D here. Purplish Passion going to take a 2 die block on the right hand side. Works out. He'll move that. Yeah, he'll move that blocker out of the way. Now he's going to start probably moving down the right side of the pitch here. So right now, Agile Solutions has a whole bunch of players that are out of position here. They only have an MA of 4. They are not going to be able to catch this team. He really needs to reset. Yeah, there's that dodge. I mean, that's basically a free dodge. It's a 2+ for him with the dodge skill. Oh, is he gonna go for the pass? Yeah, Purplish Passion went for the pass, and it worked out. Risky pass, not too risky, but passes always have an inherent risk of at least 2 die rolls. I don't know if it was all that necessary to make a pass, but he does. And now, I think the only player that can get to him is this Hobgoblin. And Hoggles decides not to blitz with him. He gets a Hobgoblin in front of the player and decides to blitz with the Bull Centaur. It's just going to be a dodge push. But that's okay, because now that player has a -2 dodge to make, and then a -1 dodge to make if he wants to get out of dodge. Good block by the number 8 Hobgoblin. Turn. Yeah, there's that fail. Before we see if he spends a reroll, all of these players are out of position. These guys are just not doing anything. I really think Hoggles needed to have shifted them back right, maybe to center pitch here once the the commit came to the right side here. He doesn't need to cover the whole pitch against a team like this, who SP Beaver says he has dodge, isn't it a free reroll? Yeah, you're right. So he will have certainly failed that, and that'll be the end of his turn. Good catch. But all these players now, so even with this failed dodge, all of these players are doing nothing. They're just sitting there, unfortunately. He traditionally wants to screen the whole pitch. Oh, and the ball went out of bounds. Got thrown back in at mid-pitch, and now Hoggles has a real good chance of picking up this ball. Just as I say, those players are out of position. Oh, is he going to... Oh, I got nervous. I thought he was going to pick it up as his first order of business. He's going to take a 2-die block on the left side of the line. That's a good block. Yeah, Hoggles has traditionally wanted to screen out the whole pitch. I don't think it worked out here. He's going to collapse down on this ball, try to protect it, and this is a great turn of events. This was good defensive positioning over here in the back right corner of the pitch. I don't think Purplish Passion really wanted to do that dodge as their first action of their turn either. Good block with a weird camera angle on the right side of the pitch. Turn 5 back to Purplish Passion. Second quarter of play. It's going to take a 2-die blitz against this Hobgoblin. He has to spend the TRR. Gets a good hit. Hobgoblins with an AV7 are easy to take off the pitch. Not going to happen this time. Purplish Passion down to just 2 TRRs. 2-die block against Chaos Dwarf blocker on the right side of the pitch is a good block. I think he wants to try to get in front of this cage. Yes, indeed. He wants to try to get in front of this cage. Agile Solutions is not going to dare pass this ball. So now he just wants to stop this forward momentum. And Agile Solutions now looking in pretty good shape here. He's going to take blocks as they're given to him. Double dodge works out for the downed blitzer. Wow, Hoggles now with the 1-die block. Oh boy. Hoggles setting up the cage on the left side of the pitch. Yeah, there's that bull centaur who's going to be the ball carrier. Here's that handoff. Good handoff. Now Hoggles is just looking to get his team cohesion back together here so he can start marching down the pitch. Wow, he takes an uphill block. Oh boy, and stays alive. Wow. Turn 6. Purplish Passion's going to block right back with a 2-die block. Good hit. Looks like Purplish Passion is trying to get aggressive on this cage. I don't know if they have to. They can just screen in front of it. Two-eye block on the Hobgoblin on the right side of the pitch. Reroll spent. It was a both down result. 1 TRR left for Purplish Passion. Gets a second tackle zone on the front, now right of this corner of this cage. Takes a 2-die block. It's going to get a push. I think Hoggles is okay with this. He doesn't have a whole lot of turns to score, though. Good dodge on the right side of the pitch. Yeah, and so it looked like Purplish Passion might have been out of position here, but they're so fast that they're really not. They can just get right back in front of this cage. Hoggles needs to make smart marks here. He needs to find a player he wants to mark. Like, he could have marked this player here and opened up a hole down the left wide zone, or even this player here. Double skulls, he'll have to re-roll, and it's not going to work out. Both down. does have his cage in place, but Purplish Passion can get right back in front of it. 2 turns left for both teams to try to make something happen in the first half. Looks like Purplish Passion might be trying to set up a blitz on the Bull Centaur. We'll see. Yeah, he's setting up 1 space off right back in front of the cage. That's good play. Needs to be a little careful here. Takes a 1 die block. Ooh, man! Took the 1 die block on the Bull Centaur, and it worked out. Now he has a tackle zone on the ball carrier. The ball carrier only has an AG of 2. He's going to want to clear that before he moves. Purplish Passion resetting their defense. Very good. Wow, takes a 2 die blitz with the skillless Hobgoblin. Gets the player off the ball carrier, but now he doesn't have a blitz to open up a hole. So he's just going to move 1 space to the left. It looks like he is content with just holding on to this ball for this half. Should be trying to set up some blocks here, try to block down some elves. He wants to take elves off the pitch. That's it. He sets up an offensive screen, I suppose. So, 2 die block by Purplish Passion is going to result in a push on the Hobgoblin. You see him targeting these Hobgoblins, and that's because the Hobgoblins have an AV of 7. He wants to try to get player advantage, and I think that's wise. Gets a stun, doesn't really matter. He's looking for casualties at this point. 2 die block is a good block on the final Hobgoblin. Can't quite get him off the pitch. Looks like he's going to go for the 1 die block again on the Bull Centaur. Oh, it's a 2 die block. 3, 4, 5. Yes, indeed it is. Doesn't follow up with the blitzer this time. 2 die block on the right side of the pitch. Doesn't get anything out of it. And that's a good turn 8 for Purplish Passion. Agile Solutions are going to try to blitz down this lineman, and it spends the reroll. Works out this time. Really not much they can do here. Maybe try to throw the ball to get some SPP. Maybe try to foul a player. And that's it. That's all he does. 0-0 at the half. Now it's going to be Hoggle's ball, so he's going to have the ball here. He has a chance to win 1-0. Purplish Passion's going to have a rough time trying to get the ball out of his hands. Hoggles really needs to try to make a key mark here on offense, open up holes, and then push down them, while I think Marisol and Purplish Passion want to not take those risky 1 die blocks. Eventually they're not going to work out. But he still needs to find a way to get the ball out of Hoggle's hands, unless he wants to play for the tie. But I think both of these teams are really looking for a win here, with dwindling games remaining in the round robin. Agile Solutions looks like they're going with a 6-man line. They keep 1 Hobgoblin back. Purplish Passion does not have a kicker, so the Hobgoblin will receive this ball and hand off to one of the Bull Centaurs. The Hobgoblin in the center position. Brilliant coaching. Purplish Passion gets an extra team reroll. Yes, indeed. Favorable odds on the kickoff event table. 5 TRRs apiece. 1 wizard still on the table for Agile Solutions. He picked up the ball with the Hobgoblin. Two-die block with that center hobgoblin is a good hit against the journeyman. That frees up these two Chaos Dwarf players. Wow! So Hoggles elected not to do anything with those players. Elected not to take these blocks here. I think that is a mistake. That's unfortunate. He's committed early on to this right wide zone. While these two bull centaurs are very, very fast, the rest of his team is not. I think he really wanted to set up his would-be cage here at center pitch. Purplish Passion, two-die block on the right end results in a both standing face. And then I'll take a two-die block on the left end, and that is a good hit. Now he's going to take his blitz on that right end that didn't go down the first time. He's going down this time. Purplish Passion trying to screen out this ball carrier, screen out this would-be cage. He still needs to be careful about center pitch. He doesn't have to care. No, see, I don't think he has to care too much about this left wide zone right now. It's basically out of play. Turn 10 for Agile Solutions. Looks like they're committing to the right-hand side of the pitch. Here's the handoff. That is a fairly risky block to take this early in the turn. That's a 4+. Worked out this time. I'm sorry, not a risky block, a risky die roll. Two-die block on the number 10 lineman is going to result in a push. And now he's going to pull the guards back over to the right-hand side of the pitch. Committing this early to the right side of the pitch is going to allow Agile Solutions to go too deep here and really just prevent Agile Solutions from making any forward progress whatsoever. Again, I think Agile Solutions wants to reset to center position, to center pitch, and try to make key marks here to open up holes. He wants to be taking blocks. He is the bashy team. If he takes, so he wants to take those blocks, and Purplish Passion wants to dodge away from marks. So that's a twofer, right? One, you get to take whatever blocks are given to you. That's good for you. And two, you're forcing your opponent, in this case Purplish Passion, to roll dice on dodges. Sure, a lot of his players are AG of 4. Sure, a number of them have dodge. But the more dice you make your opponent roll, the more chances that a roll will fail. Two-die block now on the final lineman for Agile Solutions. It's going to result in a push. No more blocks other than a dodge, other than a blitz for Purplish Passion. It looks like he's going to blitz the number 9 Chaos Dwarf blocker. It's going to be a good hit. Is he going to follow up on that ball carrier or not? He does indeed. Remember, the ball carrier only has an AG of 2. Oh, wow. Wow! So he followed up and then dodged back out. He might have second-guessed that decision. I don't know if it was necessarily a bad decision, though. The ball carrier has an AG of 2, so if he's going to move, you would have to take care of the mark first. SB Beaver says, not Robbie, the CMO. Robbie doesn't deserve this. Purplish Passion sort of resetting their screen here. And running all the way down around the left side of the line. So they got a player back now. SP Beaver asks, what's Doug up to? I don't know. Where is Doug? There he is. There's Doug, the account manager. He's actually playing today. All right, so it looks like Agile Solutions recognize the value of getting back to center pitch, so they're going to set up their cage here. This is a good call by them, I think. This is good presence of mind to recognize that, you know, you set up on the right side of the pitch, and then you know, it doesn't look like it's going to work out. Let me reset here. I've got the ball. I control the momentum. So really, really good play by Hoggles. SP Beaver says, nice to see him participate this week. Yeah, he has to make up for last week. Blitz on this back Elven player. So I don't agree with this blitz either. This Elven player is not too much of a threat right now, and blitzing him means you're not opening holes. But not too bad considering you've already moved your ball carrier, so there's really nothing else you could have done with the ball carrier of the cage. They get a KO out of it. Well done. I doubt that Apothecary is going to be used. And now Agile Solutions has a one-man advantage on the pitch, 11v10. Purplish Passion trying to reset this screen a bit. Too deep at center pitch. I don't think that's a bad choice at all. And it looks like they're going to blitz down the number 7 Hobgoblin. Yes, indeed. We'll see if he can take him off the pitch. AV of 7. Doesn't work out. Purplish Passion covering that left wide zone now. And now we're back to Agile Solutions on turn 12. Final turn of the third quarter for them. They've regained team cohesion here. They're going to take a 2-die block against this number 1 blitzer. Good hit. And it looks like they're going to shuffle to the left here. Wow, it looks like they just left the Hobgoblin out to dry. Poor Bill. So Hoggles with this bashy team, he is very wary of making marks, and I think he needs to make more marks. He wants, you know, he wants to tie up these players. He wants to make them dodge. I just don't think he's getting enough bang for his buck. Hank the Ranger says Doug only has 2 duties in his job description. 1, pick up the ball. 2, hand it off. Anything else is going above and beyond. Yes, indeed. He has done his job well. He is, rumor has it around the office that he's in the running for Employee of the Month. But, you know, don't tell him yet. It's not finalized yet. Good reset here by Purplish Passion. Keeping that screen alive. I think that's exactly what they want to do. Yeah. Wow, they only took a 1-die block against the Hobgoblin. Not too risky with the block skill, but still pretty risky. But he did save it for the end of the turn, so not too bad. Agile Solutions takes a blitz right off the bat, trying to muscle his way down center pitch. Wow, Hoggle's just really not making too many marks here. We'll see what happens. 2-die blitz on that Bull Centaur. That's a good block. That's a Bull Centaur that just lost half his movement. SP Beaver says Doug is really stepping it up this week then. 2-die block. Off to the right side of the cage against the number 3 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Results in a good hit and a stun. Good stun. That player will be out for 1 turn. With only 4 turns left, Purplish Passion has to spend their first TRR on a 1-die block against the number 7 Hobgoblin. Cannot take anyone off the pitch. He has been... Camaricel and Purplish Passion have been really aggressive on these Hobgoblins, and I think that's smart. You know, they only have an AV of 7. He's been trying really hard to take him off the pitch, and it just hasn't been working out. Only 3 turns left here. Agile Solutions really needs to make something happen if they want to win this game. Otherwise, they're playing for the tie. Ah, cool. What's up, Vanger? The number 1 player in the league right now. Agile Solutions shifting laterally back to the right. He doesn't really have the turns to spend moving laterally here. He's got to break down field. Turn 14 now for Purplish Passion. Spent a TRR right off the block. Right off the bat. He wanted to get a hit, and he got it. That Bull Centaur is basically out of play at this point. Good job by Purplish Passion. Purplish Passion now trying to break up this Chaos Dwarf team. Resets the screen on the right side of the pitch. Takes a 1-die block with the block skill. Works out. Gets a tackle zone. Gets 2 tackle zones on the cage here. So now this is 3-4-5 against 3. So it's an uphill block, and he doesn't want to dodge because he only has an AG of 2. So Purplish Passion doing a decent job here of breaking up this Chaos Dwarf team, and now Hoggles has to make a decision. He only has 2 turns left. If he doesn't break downfield, which I don't think he can, really, well, he's already moved his ball carrier. Unless he hands it off, he'll have to take a blitz on this player and this YOLO downfield, or he's just going to have to play for the draw. GFIs to try to cover the back corner of the cage, fails. He spends a TRR, fails the second dodge. And so now what's going to happen here is, or not dodge, failed the GFI. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So now in a turn of events here, this number 6 Chaos Dwarf blocker is going to take a 2-die block. Yes, indeed. It's a clean hit. Decides not to follow up. Means he's probably freeing up the other 2 players. SP Beaver says, have we not learned by now that dwarves cannot GFI? Oh, wow, he takes an uphill block, and it works out! What? What? Oh, man, I thought I saved it. I had this really cool replay. I thought I saved it, but apparently I didn't. Took a 2... We're going to replay that. No, that was from a previous game this week. Or last week, I guess. So we're gonna see Purplish Passion take an uphill block here, and it's gonna work out. Oh my goodness! Someone prayed to Nuffle. Trying to pick up the ball. He's going to spin the TRR. It's a 50-50 pickup. This makes it a 75%. Works out. And he dodges out of the way. So just like that. He's uphill. Uphill block. To a ball pickup. To a TRR. To a pass downfield. And now Purplish Passion's gonna win this game. Oh, that's right. That's purple. Agile Solutions had a wizard on deck. Use the lightning bolt, and now the ball is out of his hands, but he's got to pull players back. There's no way he's gonna keep the ball out of this player's hand next turn. Like, can he even make it? He'll have to GFI this player over here and just hope it's enough. He takes a 1-die block against this number 4. Oh no! He used the one player that could get there. Oh no! Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, he had another player that he could have put 2 tackle zones on that pickup. Oh, did he try to GFI for the ball? I don't know if he had the GFI for the ball. I guess perhaps maybe if you only have one player there, this player could stand up blitz. Let's see, with 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe you do have to go for the ball. I don't know. Well, now Purplish Passion's gonna pick up this ball, and they got a TRR to spend, and they're gonna score 1-0. The Ranger says Doug would have picked that up. Doug would have picked that up. What an end to the game. 1-0. Purplish Passion wins it on turn 16. Oh. Well done. Well done to both coaches. SP Beaver asks, I mean, why do in your half what you can do in one turn on the opposing half? Indeed. Agile Solutions was in control of this ball for most of the game. Just couldn't. I don't think they took enough blocks. They played way too cautiously on offense, in my opinion. SPP, Purplish Passion 10 SPP, while Agile Solutions, Bob the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer, 5 points. Well done. Purplish Passion on the D6 dice, looking about even. Agile Solutions on the D6 dice, looking slightly negative. Block dice for Purplish Passion looking just about dead even. And Agile Solutions, ever so slightly negative, but well within variance. So that's gonna do it. What a finale! That was amazing. 1-0 was the final. Purplish Passion's gonna get those 3 SPP. Well, let's take a look at these standings one more time. So now Purplish Passion's gonna move up for a tie for third, 7 points apiece. The Rattus are the final team playing this week, so they have a chance to move up to 10 points. Agile Solutions still not out of it. They have 3 points, but they could end the round robin at 9. But as you can see, they're already locked out of first and second. So it's looking grim for Agile Solutions at this point. They're still not out of it. They've got to win their next 2 games, and they've got to hope that some of the other games work out in their favor in these final 2 weeks. Agile Solutions really looking for some draws from everyone else. But they're still alive. So the final game of this week hasn't been scheduled yet. Will tentatively be Sunday. We don't really know yet. But it's going to be Los Bastardos de Rattus versus Shambling Shitstorm. Oh, you know what? And since we're getting close, why don't we take a look at the bracket real quick as well? Once again, the bracket as it stands right now, Orkland Raiders comfortably with the first place seed, followed by Walmart Death Machine in second. The Rattus currently in third. That may change with their game this week. And the Vloops in fourth. There will most likely not be a wild card match, seeing as both the Rattus and the Raiders are in the top 4 as it is. So thank you for watching. That was an amazingly fun final few turns of that game to watch. Thanks for watching. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you back here for the final game of week 5, and the final games of the round robin here in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League Dungeon Bowl. Take care.